What's up, guys? Welcome to the WWA Wakeboard World Series Rundown. We're here in Vienna, Austria for the Malibu Boats Vienna Pro. I've got Dirty Mike Dowdy right here with me, today's champion. I mean, let's get right into it. Tell me about how it was out there on the water today, Mike.
It was pretty rough. I mean, the conditions were definitely challenging. We had headwind coming through all day. We had rollers, and we had even like yacht boats going through. I don't even know what was going on with that, but yeah, conditions were rough. I mean, it wasn't easy to get out there, and I mean, you know, props to all the guys that went out there and, you know, laid down some runs, because I mean, it was really tough. I mean, even some of the guys you would normally see in the finals like had a challenging, you know, time with the conditions. So
that, you know, that's a good point right there. To me, you know, I was thinking that the current was pretty challenging, and what that resulted in, we had a format change to where instead of the normal 4 tricks down, 4 tricks back, we gave you guys the option to cram up to 6 tricks on the way down and 2 back for the crowd. So do you think that came into play today with some of your fellow competitors and their strategy? Yeah,
totally. I mean, at the other end of the lake here, the water was really, really smooth. The rest of the course was really rolly. So at the beginning, you know, you're kind of doing your easier tricks. And because we were opted to do up to 6 tricks going down and we had 2 tricks coming back, you know, it still stayed in the 8-8, you know, in the 8-trick parameter, but it gave you the option to kind of get this good water down here, which I think a lot of guys took advantage of to do harder tricks, you know, to kind of, you know, boost their score down there.
Absolutely, man, and not to mention also part of it, you know, it gave the opportunity for the crowd, which was amazing to have a large crowd that we were here today, right there in the action. So the 2 to 3, up to 4 tricks on the way back, the crowd got to really be involved with it. So, but let's get into the girls' side of things. It was a pretty wild final out there. Did you get the chance to watch it?
Yeah, I did. I was doing a bit of warm-up stuff and trying to watch. I was actually watching Nicola ride because I wanted to see where Nicola was doing some of her harder stuff so that I could, you know, try and figure out where she was, you know.
That's a veteran right there for us, and that's why he's sitting up top today at the Vienna Pro.
Yeah, it was challenging, but.
Well, that's exactly right. We had Nicola Butler up on top today. She absolutely killed it, stood up her entire run. Great mix of spins, and her technicalities and her flips was just.
And her roll blind was unreal.
It was sick, man. It was bolts, you know, especially in the wild conditions out there. Following her up, we had Megan Ethel. Megan had a great run herself, and then, you know, we had a new rookie to the podium this week in women. We had one of the Varag sisters. Really excited to see a new face on the podium.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. I mean, they're definitely following close in Massey's steps, you know, bringing the style to wakeboarding. I mean, you know, they live in the same country as Massey and they see him quite frequently, so it's cool to see those girls up there. I mean, they both rip.
Absolutely. You know, hey, we're here in Europe, so it's great to see a European on the podium. But let's get into your segment, man. Pro men. Wow, I was lucky to get to sit front row in the boat and watch it all, and I will say, man, you absolutely lived up to your name as Dirty Mike Dowdy. It was the dirtiest run of the day. Absolutely insane, and I gotta say, going back to your strategy, that double Indy heelside back roll out there at the very end of it, man. Talk us through your whole run, but again, yeah, your strategy.
Yeah, normally, like in a normal contest where everything's perfect, I don't really change strategy. It's kind of like balls to the wall style, I guess. Yeah, so I try and keep everything like pretty standard, but when you're coming into rough conditions, you have to, like, you know, play with the situation. So I just knew that, like, at that other end of the course, like, it was going to be better than anywhere. So if I was going to do something technical, it was going to be, you know, that end of the lake. So the first couple tricks are rough, and then, you know, you get one crack at a hard trick and then turn around, and then coming back, conditions were even worse because you had rollback from, like, the wall and stuff like that. So it was just challenging all around, but that was like a good spot, and that was my, I guess, tactical move, was I wanted to put something hard down where the water was good. And you know, you saw Harley do the same thing. He did his double in the same spot, so it just paid off that way.
Exactly, and that's why we say both you guys are the veterans. We had both you guys, you know, you took advantage to the format there, and had FU did gone down on that, you would have been able to take advantage of the current. So again, you know, what was really awesome to see you up there in the first spot, followed by Harley Clifford, and then Noah Flegel out there. And I will tell you, that was the top 4. It was insane with that final there. So it's really going to be an awesome change to see for the Wakeboard World Series Rundown now as we look at our overall points. I'd like to start with women. Jamie Lopino right now is sitting at 415 points in that first place spot. So what that means is going into the very final, the Biwa Pro, the Malibu Boats Biwa Pro, she's got to get at least 6th place or better But I'll tell you, Taylor McCullough is not that far behind her with 380, followed by a two-way tie for third with Megan Ethel and Nicola Butler. And then Tara Migasic is only 1 spot behind. So the women's side is going to be pretty wild, and really it's still possible to be not just 1, 2, or 3, but 5 people could technically take the overall title. So it'll be pretty interesting to see if Nicola can pull it out and do it like she did last year.
I'm thinking she can. I mean, she's running on point right now. She's in the best shape of her life. I mean,
absolutely.
You know, she's absolutely killing it. I mean, same with Megan. Megan's like absolutely destroying it. So there's no rest for Jamie right now. She needs to stay on it. And I mean, if she gets, you know, if she starts slacking off, she's going to pay the price when Japan comes. So we'll see how it goes.
That's it. We're only 2 weeks away from that event, and I will tell you, it's the same thing on your side of the board too with the professional men. Right now, we've got Harley Clifford with 600 points. Which, and again, what that means is he's got to place 7th or better, so he has to make the finals if he wants to win the 2017 WWA Wakeboard World Series. Followed not too far behind in is Nick Rappa with 560 points. Then you're very close behind with that 540. So really the top 3 is going to be a wild mix-up. And you know, we know Dirty Mike Dowdy's going to bring the run, and he's going to bring the heat to Biwa. So we're really looking forward to watching you ride there. And followed out, we got Noah following him too, so it's going to be a crazy mix-up. I cannot wait for Stop 8. I know you cannot wait for Stop 8 to really finish the year off and really enjoy the entire Wakeboard World Series. So I want to congratulate you again today, man. Blew my minds. He blew all of Europe's minds. Austria. Excellent event. We will see you for Stop 8 in Biwa, the Biwa Pro in Japan.